This 17 News at Noon podcast is brought to you by Clinica Sierra Vista.
Welcome back to the 17 News at Noon podcast, where we share your news on your schedule.
Well, good day. I'm Elena Rusk. We begin with your 17 Court Watch as the man who raped and murdered 13-year-old Patricia Alatorre was sentenced this morning to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Her mother cried in the courtroom as Patricia's big sister read a victim impact statement on behalf of their family.
Patricia never got to cross the stage for 8th grade graduation. Instead, we had to take her diploma to a gravesite and celebrate her accomplishments there. She never had the chance to enter high school as a freshman or reach the milestone of becoming 15 and experiencing her big 15 celebration we talked so much about.
654, the Penal Code.
26-year-old Armando Cruz pleaded guilty last month to first-degree murder, rape, and other charges filed in the killing of Alatorre. The 13-year-old was initially reported as a missing person, but a neighbor's surveillance camera captured her getting into a white pickup late on July 1st of 2020, and conversations were found on her Instagram account between her and a man, insisting she meet him or he would post inappropriate photos of her online. That man, later identified as Cruz, was detained days later in Inglewood and described in detail how he killed the teen, according to court documents. He was directing investigators then to where he left her cell phone and the construction site where he dumped her body. Today, prosecutors explained why they offered a plea deal to Cruz instead of moving forward in this case.
We were seeking the death penalty. It proceeded as a death penalty case throughout the proceeding because this is an unbelievably horrific crime. It is unimaginable what he did in this case, but there are a lot of factors that we consider going through to trial and going through with the death penalty. And when this option came up, when it was a possibility that he serves life without parole, it seemed like this was going to be the best resolution for the totality of the circumstances.
Now, additionally, court documents showed Cruz possessed more than 600 images of child pornography, including 10 or more images of a minor under age 12. Now, in other headlines from the courtrooms, jury deliberations now underway in a trial involving an alleged DUI crash. 50-year-old Grant Miller is accused of using methamphetamine before getting behind the wheel the night of October 15th, 2020. Prosecutors say Miller nodded off while driving before his SUV crossed several lanes of Highway 99 and slammed into a tow truck. That crash killed 22-year-old Roberto Garcia Jr., who was standing outside his vehicle helping a stranded driver. A blood test found meth in Miller's system, but the defense argues the test does not necessarily mean he was impaired. They say the crash happened because he was tired and fell asleep. You can find much more on this story on our website, kget.com. The Bakersfield Police Department is warning the public about a phone scam involving a person pretending to be a part of our local law enforcement. At least one case has the caller telling a woman there was an outstanding warrant for her arrest. The unidentified caller told her bail was set at $10,000 and she needed to stay on the line and go to an ATM. Police say the woman didn't comply and she hung up immediately. The BPD wants to remind the public not to respond to unsolicited calls. Well, as the weather cools down now, the San Joaquin Valley Air District is reminding the public to spare the air. It's the start of the Check Before You Burn program today. It's designed to minimize the buildup of harmful fine particle pollution in our air. So if you must burn firewood, the district says to ensure the wood is clean, seasoned, and dry. The Check Before You Burn season will last until February. You can just daily check it out on the website to see if it's a please don't burn day or a you absolutely cannot burn day.
Hello, this is Tim Callahan with Clinica Sierra Vista, and we're excited to unveil the Community Health Center of the Future, our comprehensive care center. It's located right across the street from Memorial Hospital. We have every service under one roof, from family medicine, OBGYN care, dental services for adults and children, behavioral health, and much more. So find your way to better care at Clinica Sierra Vista this year at our comprehensive care center. Visit our website, clinicasierravista.org, for the latest on this project. We'll see you soon.
Well, in 17 Business News, Bakersfield's selfie studio is closing. The owners say due to circumstances beyond their control, they have to shut down permanently. The owners wanted to thank everyone who took the time to come out and support them and check out the installations they created downtown. The last day to buy tickets to the studio will be Saturday, November 12th. Our next and final debate is coming up this week as the three candidates running for the Bakersfield City Council Ward 7 seat will be here in our KGET studio for a live debate this Thursday at 7 p.m. Facing off will be Tim Collins, Manpreet Kaur, and of course Raj Gill there. If you have a question you want us to ask the candidates, send us an email to 17news@kget.com and type question for the candidates in the subject line. Well, it is now November 1st, and happening this month, GetBus will be offering free rides for our military members. In honor of Veterans Day coming up next Friday, November 11th, Golden Empire Transit District giving free rides to active military and veterans all month long. Riders just need to present your military ID when boarding. The promotion will apply to all Get Fixed routes and on-demand paratransit services, but not to Get's on-demand microtransit service. Well, today, Game 3 of the World Series between the Houston Astros and the Philadelphia Phillies will be played after being postponed yesterday due to heavy rain at the ball field. There wasn't much action for the field as that white tarp covered the diamond, of course. Officials canceled the game an hour before first pitch due to the downpours there. MLB announcing the postponement will push this series back one day, including their off days. So the series is still tied at a game apiece, and starting today, the next three will be in Philadelphia. There will be a travel day on Friday, then if needed, games in Houston over the weekend. And turning now to some entertainment headlines, thanks to her new album, Midnights, Taylor Swift is now the first artist to ever hold all 10 spots on Billboard's Hot 100 chart. All top 10 songs are from Swift's 10th album, Midnights, released on October 21st, with the song Anti-Hero ranking number 1. The IP blasted to the top of the Billboard 200 albums chart, becoming the largest selling week for any album in nearly 7 years. The 11-time Grammy winner surpasses Drake, who previously held the record with 9 of the top 10 songs for a week in September 2021. Billboard also reported that Swift now ties with Barbra Streisand for the female artist with the most #1 albums. Well, if you're like me and you keep forgetting to check your ticket, once again, no winner in last night's Powerball drawing. So the jackpot has now climbed to an estimated $1.2 billion for the next drawing coming up Wednesday, making it now the 4th largest jackpot in U.S. lottery history and the 2nd largest jackpot in Powerball history. Although nobody won last night, more than 5.4 million tickets won cash prizes, totaling more than $59 million Halloween night.
The 17 News at Noon podcast is a production of KGET and Nexstar Media Group. For more on all of the headlines in today's show, head to kget.com.